Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Noorie, and in today's video I have the long-awaited everyday makeup tutorial. So this is my go-to everyday makeup that I do. It is a little bit more on the full coverage side because this is the makeup that I use when I'm filming, when I'm shooting content, so it needs to last me throughout the day, throughout my many outfit changes. Before we get started, I do want to say that this video is kindly sponsored by Tilbury, which is a dream come true. Tilbury is a makeup brand I have been using for so many years. It's a brand that I use, my mum uses, my sister uses, so it feels like a real pinch me moment, and it's a very natural video for me because I already use their products. So I'm going to be talking through my makeup products that I use and how I use them and showing you, and then at the same time I'm also going to be answering some of my most asked questions. So I asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted to know, send in your juicy questions, and in this video I will be answering them, so stay tuned for that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Everything will be linked in the description box down below, so if there's anything you like, just check that out. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is skin before doing my makeup. It's really important for me to get my skin prep done, and I feel like that really sets the base for my makeup. So I've already done it because I woke up a couple of hours ago and I do my skincare straight away. So the first thing that I use on my skin after washing my face is the Tilbury Magic Serum, the Crystal Elixir. I'm already halfway through this bottle. I purchased it a couple of months ago and I've been really enjoying it. I feel like it really adds a glow to my skin, but also gives me hydration because my skin is normal to dry. I feel like this really gives me that hydrated, youthful glow. I absolutely love this. And then once I put my serum on, I go in with my Nivea Moisturizing Day Cream. This is a cream that I've been using for so many years. It's just a really simple face cream that keeps me hydrated. It has SPF 15 and it's for dry and sensitive skin, so it's perfect for me. And then for eye cream, I use the Biosense Squalane and Marine Algae eye cream. It's an eye cream, and I feel like this just really helps to moisturize my under eyes, and it's also kind of color correcting because it comes in this orange color, and I feel like that really helps to cancel out any darkness. And then as the last step for my skin prep, I of course go in with an SPF. SPF is so important. I wear it every single day, no matter the weather. So I've been using this new one. It's by La Roche-Posay. It's the High-Low Aqua Gel SPF 50, and I really like the consistency of this. It's like a gel formula, so it's not sticky. It goes on really nice, and it has hyaluronic acid in it, which is amazing for someone like me because I have dry skin. Okay, so once my skin prep is done, the first thing I go in with is my eyebrows, and recently I've been really loving the soap brow look, although I'm still trying to master it because I feel like you can go really over the top with the soap brow look. So I go in with the Refy brow gel. So I basically just run this through my brows. You can see it's got this white consistency, similar to soap. So you brush your brows upwards, you pull the lid on top, and then it has the brow brush here, which you use to shape the brows in that soap brow style. So just to show you already like the difference it makes compared to this brow, it really just makes them look thicker. Okay, so my favorite thing about being an influencer is being in control of my day and what I do. Basically because I work for myself, so I'm in control of my schedule, having full creative control. It's my favorite thing ever. I think my dream was always to have my own business and to work for myself, and being an influencer allows you to do that. I get to work with brands that I love and use, and to be able to promote them and try out new products. It's just so amazing. Every day I'm so grateful that this is my job because it really is my dream. Once I've got this kind of shape that I like, I use the Benefit 24-hour brow setter to really set the brows, because my brows have a mind of their own and they like to move all around, so this really just puts them into place. So the brush has like a flat side, and all I do is just push it down, so it's like you're laying the hairs down just by pushing the flat side. That's my brows done. I feel like I'm quite lucky. Normally on camera things always go wrong, and I feel like I got the look that I wanted with these brows. So next up is concealing the brows. I feel like this just helps to clean up the area and make the brows pop even more. So I'm going in with my Maybelline Instant Eye Eraser. I believe this is in the shade Nude, although it's rubbed out because this is my most used concealer. You can see by the packaging it's very well loved and well used. So I'm just gonna go in with a little brush and then basically carve out the brows. Okay, so I left my job because I was starting to get a lot of jobs for content creation and it was becoming really hard to juggle the both. And this was obviously what I always wanted to do and was my dream. So it made sense to kind of take the plunge and pursue this. And how I did it was I kind of made sure I had enough finances to cover me for the next couple of years, because I'm someone who loves security. I want to know that I'm going to be secure before doing anything like that. So I kind of just worked as a content creator and also worked my full-time job for most of the year, just so I could kind of save some money that I had as backup. I just quit when I had enough, and I'm so happy I did, because ever since I've left my job, the opportunities have been endless, touch wood. I've been so blessed to be able to work with some of my dream brands. Okay, so you can see I basically just carve out, I go underneath and on top, like so, and then I'm gonna grab my beauty blender and just blend that out a little bit. Okay, so I've carved my brows out and now I'm gonna go in with one of my all-time favorite products. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 5.5 Tan. This is actually my second or third bottle. I go through these so quickly because I literally do not do my makeup without this product. It's such an amazing product if you want that flawless, glowy look. And you can actually use this on its own as like a lightweight base. And then just use concealer and go on with makeup. Sometimes I do that if I want just a natural look, but then also underneath foundation, it's absolutely amazing. I've got everyone onto this, my best friend, my mum. I rave about this all the time, and this is my ultimate holy grail makeup product. I basically just apply this all over my face. It has this like dofa brush, which is really easy for applying, but you can also just apply it on the high points of your face, but I love it so much, I want it everywhere. And then I blend it out just using this buffing brush. Do me and True want to get married? Yes, we do. We speak about it all the time. I feel like we're at the age now where we're like ready to get married. Yeah, like we've been together since we were 16, but obviously so we're young. So when I say we've been together for 8 years, people think, oh, you should be married by now. But most of those years were spent when we were kids. So we're both 24, which I think is still young for marriage, but it's definitely something that we talk about and we know we want to get married to each other. So now I've just left it to True to propose to me whenever he wishes. You can see already the glow that it gives, and also it gives the coverage, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite products. And like I said, if you want a natural look, you could just go in with concealer and have this as your main base. But I'm showing you the makeup I do when I'm shooting content and filming, so it is a little bit more full coverage because my makeup needs to last for the whole day. For foundation, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. It stays all day and night, and that is very true, it actually does. I'm in the shade 10 Warm, and this is the perfect foundation. I used to mix two foundations together to get like the perfect consistency and colour, and then this foundation came into my life, and it's basically all my favourite foundations put into one bottle. So I use about 2 pumps. I just pump it onto the back of my hand, and then I get this foundation brush and kind of just paint it onto my face. And then once I've painted it onto my face with the brush, I go in with my beauty blender and blend it all out. Make sure your beauty blender is damp because that's when it works best. I spend a lot of time blending because I feel like that's key to having a flawless finish. So I just press in and I just go all around until I'm happy with how it looks. The thing I love about this foundation is it sets to the most beautiful finish. It's like a dewy matte finish, but not matte because I have dry skin, so I don't like a matte finish. It's just like the perfect finish. You can see your skin glowing through, but it's set nicely so you don't look oily. It's just the perfect finish. Okay, so once I have done my foundation, I go in with a concealer that is the same shade as the foundation and like my skin tone. So this is just to kind of make sure that it's all one colour, and then I'll go in with a highlighter to brighten the areas I want. So this is perfect for if you have dark circles, because if you have dark under eyes and you go in with a lighter concealer, it just makes that area look grey. So this is kind of like a colour corrector, but it's not really because it's the same shade as me, but it works really well. So it's the Maybelline Instant Eye Eraser. This is in a darker shade. The packaging has completely rubbed off, so I can't even show the shade, but I will leave it on screen once I have a look at my purchase history online. And I just go under my eyes. I always make sure to go in the corner of my eyes because there's always like a dark shadow there. And then I'm just gonna blend this out. So you can basically see how that's kind of made my face all one colour, and then I bring in the dimensions with my bronzer and then the highlighter. For highlighting the areas like under my eyes to brighten and lift, I use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer in the shade 7.5 Medium, and I find that this is a great concealer for brightening. It really gives that glowy, youthful look and lifts your face. I always basically do it in the inner corner area, and then this area here, and I find that that just helps to lift. So I do it on my forehead, my chin. You can see I put it on the areas where like I want to lift, and then I also go down the bridge of my nose. I really like this concealer. It definitely gives like full coverage, but it doesn't look cakey, and it still has that kind of glowy look. And I really love how this kind of brings my face to life. So I blend it out again using the same beauty blender. 5-year goals. Okay, I'm turning 25 next month, so in 5 years I'm going to be 30, and I would like to be married. I'd like to have bought a house, but that's something for me that comes after marriage. In my culture, in Asian culture, and maybe just my family as well, I will move out after I'm married. So right now I live at home with my mom, which I love, and actually I'll be very sad to leave when I have to. Also have done something with my business. I really want to bring out my own clothing line. That's been a dream of mine before I even started doing content creation. So yeah, that's definitely a big goal of mine. Hopefully in 5 years I would have started that. Okay, so I blended that in, and I'm going to go in now with a setting powder. So I like to use the Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I think this is the normal shade, like it's the generic translucent powder shade. I do like to use the honey shade as well. That's really nice if you want like a warming setting powder. At this point, what I'm about to do, you might think it looks crazy, but I promise you, it all comes together. Set my under eyes. And then I also go down the bridge of my nose to kind of contour, like a reverse contour. And then the bridge of my nose, I go down. Once I've done that, I then go in with this powder. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder in shade 2 Medium. This is another one of my holy grail products. I've already hit pan on this one because I use it every time I do my makeup. And what I do is I get a big powder brush, and then I basically just set the other parts of my face that I didn't put the translucent powder on. And with this powder literally just blurs everything. It's unreal. Like, I feel like you need to try this to see the magic. Okay, so I powdered my face. I leave the powder on my face, the setting powder. So now I'm going to go in with bronzing. So first I start off with my nose. So I like to contour my nose, and what I use for that is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in shade 3 Tan, and this is such a good bronzer. This is actually one of the newer products that I've started using from Charlotte Tilbury. I haven't tried this one before and I've been loving it. It's a lovely like warm colour, but then still is amazing for contour. So for my nose, I go in with the little brush underneath, and then on the sides of the nose. And then I'm going to contour my jawline, cheekbones and forehead area using the same bronzer. And I'm using this Charlotte Tilbury brush. This is a bronzer and blusher brush, and it is my softest brush in this whole collection that I own. Okay, why do I never talk about my dad? Okay, so this one is such a weird one because first of all, it's like he has no relevance in terms of like fashion content. And what I do, I do fashion, beauty. The reason I talk about my mum or my sisters is because their fashion and beauty is relevant and there's a connection. With my dad, I don't know how I'd bring him into any of the topics, but like I have a relationship with my dad. My mum and dad are separated, which is probably why you might not see more of him, or I don't talk about him that often. Like, he's still in my life. I see him, I talk to him, but yeah, my parents are separated and I live with my mum, so I'm more likely to speak about her because I'm with her for for a longer period of time I'm with her and I'm doing more things with her. Same as my sisters, because I live with my sisters. I have 4 younger sisters, if you didn't know. I am the eldest. So yeah, that's why I don't really speak about him, but like, I love him, he's in my life, and that's it, there's no tea. So yeah, with the bronzer, I'm just going basically around my face. So I do a little bit of the forehead, the jawline area, and then this cheekbone area. Now onto my favorite part, which is blusher. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Cheek to Chic blusher in the shade Intense. And the thing I love about this blusher is that it's got in the center like this highlighty pink color, and then around it you have this deep color, and I love that because then with my brush I mix it all together and you have like the perfect combination of a glowy blusher. And I literally just go upwards. I feel like if you want a lifted high cheekbone look, you kind of want to do an upwards motion and tap it upwards like I am here. Okay, so the best thing about working with True is that because we've been together for so long, we were friends first, we're best friends in life. He just gets me, and it's so easy to work with someone who just gets your vision and understands what you want and what you like. So I feel like just using minimal words with him, he will get it. Like, he can show me a picture, I'm like, oh, I don't like how this looks, and he'll know why or what to fix with it, which just makes our life so much easier. He's so supportive as well. He is always pushing me to do new things, to take risks. He was the one telling me to leave my job and like pursue this full time. And it's so important when you're doing something like this to have someone who's there for you and also telling you to make those risks, because sometimes you just need someone to give you that push. And that is the blusher done. This blush is so beautiful. I feel like it really works with my skin tone. And now it's time to powder away this translucent powder. So I go in with this little brush. This is from Real Techniques. It's like a domed brush, and I use this to kind of pat in the powder and to brush it away. That leads on to the next question. Does working together put a strain on your relationship? I feel like maybe yes, a little bit, because we work together and we're with together all the time, it's hard to separate work and your life, because it can feel like we're just working all the time. And I feel like in a relationship, it's important that you can separate those two and kind of take time out together as a couple. And then also if like something frustrating happens at work, if I'm frustrated at him for that, or he's frustrated at me for something, you can't just switch that off when work is finished. You still have those feelings. So I think that I would say it kind of does, but I feel very blessed that it hasn't actually put such a strain on a relationship that it's causing any major issues. I go in again with this powder and I just touch up. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder, and I just touch up any areas which I think I still look a little bit maybe oily. I'm very lazy with eye makeup, so I literally just use the same bronzer that I used all over my face, the Airbrush bronzer in shade 3. I get an eyeshadow brush and just basically run it through my lids back and forth like a windscreen wiper. And I feel like that just gives some depth to your eyelids, and it kind of also brings the whole look together, because obviously it's the same shade I used on my cheeks. I feel like this just brings the whole look together. So I've done my eyeshadow, and then I'm going in with highlighter. For highlighter, I'm using the Becca Champange Pop highlighter, which is in little pieces. If you watched my London Fashion Week vlog, you would have seen this highlighter. There's not much left of this highlighter, but it's one of my favorite highlighters, so I'm just going to use it until it does no longer exist. I just highlight the cheekbones, so the top of the cheekbones, underneath the brows, and then also the tip of my nose. So I feel like my base is done. So what I would do next is go in with lashes and lipstick. Before I do that, I like spray my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is my 4th bottle, I think. This I talk about all the time. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me posting about this a couple of times. It's my favorite setting spray, and I used this when we went to Paris, and in Paris we have to wear face masks when you go into stores still, and my makeup was still intact. This is amazing, especially in this day and age where you are wearing face masks. So you want this kind of area to stay put. This is the best thing ever. This is probably why I get through so many bottles, because did you see how much I just sprayed? But I'm addicted to it. It's just so good, and it just sets the face beautifully. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with lashes, because mine are basically non-existent. So when I am filming or shooting content, I use false lashes, and the ones I use are the Kiss lashes in the style Ritzy. I love these. I feel like they just add so much to my makeup look, and they definitely make my eyes look a little bit more cat eye. So I'm just gonna stick those off camera because it's impossible for me to do these. Okay, so my lashes are on. I feel like lashes completely transform your look, but I feel like with these lashes, I always get questions on them, people asking if I have lash extensions, and I feel like these are a really nice kind of natural lash where it's not too much going on, but it's definitely enough to kind of elevate your look. I absolutely love these lashes. The final step is my lips, and I always get asked on my lipstick combination. First, of course, I need to line my lips, so I go in with the Max Factor lip liner in shade Brown and Bold. This is the colour Elixir lip liner, and it's kind of like this dark brown mauvey colour for the outline of my lips. Okay, so I've lined my lips, and then I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is in Super Fabulous, and the thing I love about this lipstick is it's like a matte finish, but it's not drying on your lips. So this is the colour I've been using recently, and I've been getting so many DMs asking my lip combination, and this is what I've been using the whole of Paris. This is the lipstick that I wore. Okay, so now I'm going to answer the final question, which is maybe the juiciest of them all, and that is, how much money do I make? Of course everyone wants to do that one. Money is always an interesting subject. I actually don't know how much I make in a year because I haven't actually been doing this for a year. So I haven't got like a full year salary since going full time as an influencer. And also this job, the salary varies every single month. No 2 months I earn the same amount because it depends on how much AdSense you make, how many collaborations you've done that month, what kind of collaborations you've done. But I feel like it's obviously really important for people to know because this industry is quite secretive in the sense of money. I think that's why it's such a popular question. I always get asked how much money I make or how much you can make as an influencer. So for me, obviously I can't tell you how much I made in the whole year because I don't know that yet. It's not been a year. But I can say from when I started doing content creation, the average I was getting a month was around £10,000. This is a combination of AdSense, sponsorships, affiliate links. That was like averaging around £10,000 a month. But now I'm seeing, obviously, as my following is increasing, as my business is growing, I'm getting like more sponsorships, and you also get paid more. So now my salary every month ranges from around £20,000 to £40,000. It's so varied. So some months I get 20,000, some is 40,000, and I'm noticing that this part of the year as well, and I've heard from other influencers, is where you make the most amount of money in Q4, so like around Christmas time. This is gonna be my first Christmas doing like influencing full time and actually working as an influencer during Christmas, so I'm yet to see how much I'm gonna earn in the coming months. Karen Britrick, Monroe Still, and High Low Lux did a video talking about influencers and how much money they make, and they were saying how in Q4, so this period we're in now, they can make the same amount that they made for the rest of like Q1, Q2 and Q3. So there's a lot of potential in this month. So that's why it's hard for me to give you guys like a figure of how much I actually earn. So that is the look done. I'm just gonna go and straighten my hair now as if I was to go out because I do love a straightened bob. So I'm gonna straighten my hair now and then show you the full finished look. Well, this is the full finished look, but we're gonna do the hair. Okay, so this is the final look. I've straightened my hair. I am obsessed with this makeup look. It is my go-to for a reason. It lasts me throughout the day. If there's anything you liked in this video, it will all be linked in the description box down below. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll try and get back to all of them. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!